Alright guys, in today's video, we are talking about my winter backpacking gear. We're going to go through everything that's in my pack this past winter and what I've been using so far. It's still the end of winter right now, so I'm still packing this gear. But today, we're going to go through everything I use, what new I've used, what I'm still using for years now, and we're going to talk about everything in my pack from the inside and out. So sit back and let's go ahead and get straight into it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start working our way around this pack, starting with the front main pocket. This is one of my favorite things on a lot of ultralight packs. Packs like Osprey packs, you don't see that much, or other just like mainstream packs, as you always hear me say. It's nice just to have a huge pocket on the front and be able to throw all the stuff that you need to quickly grab when you're on trail during the day and just have it all ready to go. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So one of the things I didn't talk about my new backpacking gear for 2023 was I got a GSI 1 liter pot. And you're like, well, I thought you were a huge fan of the Tokes pot, and it's also very light, and I am, but the freaking handle on it always burns my hand, and it's aggravating. And just the more I backpack over the years, I've actually liked having a handle like this one has, where it flops out and locks in place, and it's got a rubber insulation on it, so I don't have to worry about my hand getting hot. And honestly, it's nice because I can make sure I can throw a full-size gas canister in there and then have my stove in there and be ready to go if anything else I quickly want to put in there also, and just have that extra room. Like I said already, I'm using the Soto Windmaster, and so I have all those in here. This is my cook pot set for this winter backpacking loadout. So I've had this for years, still recommend it. This is the GSI Affinity mug. Not gonna talk about it much. Great for coffee, great for hot chocolate or tea or whatever you use on trail. I continue to use it this year. Poop kit. I did do a video on this poop kit. You can check back in my channel and see all of this essentials together. That way if I need to go, just quickly grab this out the face of my pack and ready to go to the bathroom. All right, this is that Illuminate light I talked about in a couple other videos, and I'm just loving this thing. I've already used it on 3 different trips this year. It's just, it holds a lot of charge. And man, it's just perfect for at night when you need a lot of good light to put out, and something that's not going to burn a lot of energy to, and also is light at the same time. I keep my stakes on the front of my bag just in case I don't want any of them to protrude and poke into the wall of my pack. So I've got a Hilltop Packs Dyneema bag, and I keep the stakes for my tent in here. Last thing on the front, I've used this for a little over a year now, and I've actually, the last 2 trips I've been on, I've had to pull it out and use it. This is the Marmont Eco Precip jacket. Rain jacket. This is a great jacket. I've been loving it. Honestly, would recommend it to anybody. It's an affordable price. It's light, and of course, just like my previous rain jacket didn't do, this will pack down into its own self in its own stuff pocket. So that makes it nice to be able to quickly pull it in and out and get it out of the way instead of taking up so much room on the front pocket of my pack. Guys, so let's talk about the side pockets, and then talk about the shoulder straps, and talk about the belt pockets. So on one side, usually if I'm filming on a trip, I'll keep a bottle on one side and also keep my Gorilla Pod. I have it here just for this example today, but usually if I'm not, I don't carry it, but if I am filming, I carry this for just anywhere I need to set up my camera quickly. I don't carry a full-size tripod. Now on the other side, I carry another water bottle. Usually I have 2 liters worth of water, you know, in smart water bottles, and then I carry my water kit, still rocking a Platypus with a Vecto bladder. This has been an awesome kit, and as long as it continues to work, I'm still gonna use it. On the front, I finally invested in a Garmin inReach. This is the Mini 2. I'm not gonna get really in depth in this right now, but liking this so far. Now that I'm a dad, it's nice to know when I have no signal, I can text home and make sure Rachel and the baby are okay. So I thought it was worth the investment, and of course, it's the SOS feature on it. It's huge, so I finally invested, doing just a month-by-month plan, and just mainly using it for communicating with my wife and my baby. Of course, I have the Chicken Trapper Gear shoulder pocket. This is great. I keep my cell phone on the front, as I'm sure you've seen in a lot of my videos. I keep any extra snacks or lens cleaning for my sunglasses or anything inside of here, and also my Hilltop Packs hanger. That way I can quickly hang my pack if I need to. On the other side, if I'm filming, I use the Peak Design capture clip. If I'm not filming, I'll put a water bottle holder on this side. That way I can easily grab my water and have that convenient. All right, on the front, I love hip belt pockets, huge fan of hip belt pockets. So I want to pull everything out, but on one side, I keep my headlamp, my Nightcore headlamp, I keep a pair of gloves, and I keep a beanie. This is especially for my winter loadout. That way when it starts getting cool off at night, or anywhere I'm at, I can quickly grab those things and be ready to wrap myself up more to keep warm. On the other side, I keep Swiss Army knife, I keep an extra Bic lighter always, and chapstick on hand. And when I'm on trail, I actually use on the right side, keep snacks in there too. That way I always have snacks ready to go. All right, so now to the main part of the pack. The best part where all the goods are, the main goods. This is the, like we've already talked about before, this Z-Packs Ultra Arc Haul. This is the 60-liter version. This is perfect for winter backpacking, plenty of room for me. But I want to show you right now what all I can keep in this pack and what all I've used for this winter backpacking. Now, first I want to say I usually use a Nylaflume pack liner, but for the purpose of this video, I pulled it out just so it makes it easier for showing you this stuff and you don't have to hear it crinkle while I'm showing this video. So yes, I always use this, and I've already had to use it on 2 back-to-back trips already where it rained, and it worked great. This pack is not waterproof, found out really quickly. Good thing I was using a pack liner. Of course, I have the large Hilltop Packs bear bag. I have it semi-empty right now. I've got my bear hanging kit in there, everything ready to go. And this is what I keep on the top of my pack. I can quickly grab my food. Hillinox Chair Zero, still rocking it 3 years later. Such a great chair for any time you're camping. This is the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer 2. I didn't pay full price for this. This is a very expensive down jacket. I caught it on a really good deal. And don't think that you need to spend this kind of money on one. Honestly, the only reason I bought it is I caught it on a really good deal. I like it. It's light. It's not great for really cold weather, but for the weather I experienced for the most part, it's perfect. And it's just been a great jacket so far. All right, I ain't gonna really get into the contents of what's in here. This is my ditty bag. I already did a video talking about the essentials I keep in my ditty bag, but I wanted to quickly show some things I've added recently from Hilltop Packs. Some of those odds and ends that I'd showed before, I bought this from Hilltop Packs, this little zipper bag to put them in. And then I also bought this bag here to keep my toothbrush and toothpaste. That way I have those quickly both ready to go. It's something I plan to do a separate video on. This is my electronics bag. This is where I keep my battery and then any kind of cables I need or whatever electronic connection pieces I need. I'm planning on doing a separate video, so be looking out for that video. Make sure if you're enjoying this, by the way, to hit the like button, and also if you're new here, hit the subscription bell. We'd love to have you a part of our community. So guys, let's go ahead and get into the main big 3 besides the pack of the inside of this pack. Actually, I forgot one thing. This is some extra winter gear I carry. I carry this in the summer too, but I cut it down. I have an extra pair of socks, extra pair of underwear, and then I have sealskin socks that are waterproof. Absolutely awesome, worth the money, especially somewhere like the Smokies where you're crossing creek crossings all the time and you don't want your feet wet and cold in the winter. These things are well worth it, and I'm really enjoying them. The last thing on there also is I keep a pair of smart wool leggings. That way it kind of keep me warm at night. I don't wear them during the day, but when I get in my tent and if I'm wearing shorts like I had to do it on the trail even in the winter, that way I can put these on and make sure that I don't expose my skin at all, even under my quilt. All right, new addition this year. This is the Thermarest X-Therm. This is the NXT. Or the Neo Air X-Therm, excuse me, I got that wrong. This is the NXT version they come out with. This is the square one, the 25-inch wide pad. I think it's 72 inches long. It's a little bit quieter, and it's honestly more comfortable than the old X-Therm pad. Very expensive though. Now, I've already put it down to 20 degrees and I was super warm on it, no issues at all. This is a long-term investment pad. I would not like go out in the beginning if you're just starting to backpack and get something like this, but I bought this pad that way I had pads from one extreme to the other. That way I was ready for all types of trips, and this has just been an investment I've been wanting to do for a long time, and now that the NXT version is out, I've already got to test it out and it worked great. I'll have a trip video soon showing me using it. Big reveal, you might have already seen a video on this. I might have not already put the video out. This is the the Durston X-Mid 2 Pro. This is a Dyneema 2-person semi 1.5 person tent. I'm gonna talk in that video, if you haven't already watched it or if it's coming out, about my reasons for getting this tent. I've been kind of against very expensive tents for a long time, but man, this tent has had a lot of hype, and I've been really excited to use it. To be honest, in the recording of this video, I have not used it yet, but I'm really excited to use it. And you just can't go wrong with a tent like this, I don't think, as good as the reviews are on it. One thing to mention, I mentioned this like 2 years ago, but I've been using this forever. This is that Scotch-Brite pad, great for cleaning up condensation in the morning. I use it more than anything when I take my lunar solo. but I'll still even use this with the Durston tent. I'm sorry, no tent is gonna stop condensation. It's just gonna happen. So I always keep this on the inside of my pack, usually outside of my pack liner, but it works great in the mornings for just cleaning up all that moisture on the inside of my tent. All right, this is the Sea to Summit down pillow, the Aries or Arrows. It's made to go with the Sea to Summit Etherlight, which I have that pad too, and it's perfect because it has like a Velcro back on it that sticks to the pad. That way this is not slipping off. That is the sucky thing with my X-Therm this year already in the winter, that this pillow kept sliding off of the pad because it had nothing to attach to. I got to figure out a way of holding it down because I love this pillow. It's super comfortable having that down in the top, and it helps keep my face warm on the side I'm sleeping on. And usually I have my hood on, but still, it's a nice feature to have. And I just like this pillow, but it's a little bit of a pain when it's sliding on me in the middle of the night. All right, last but not least, yes, I use a stuff sack. It's just a personal preference. A lot of people just stuff their quilt or sleeping bag in the bottom of their bag. Yes, I know it takes up less room, but this is just a personal thing. I'm a huge organization person, and I want to say this is Hilltop Pack's new Eco Pack stuff sacks, and this is the biggest version they got because I have a 0-degree quilt in here. I am carrying the Hammock Gear Bureau, the Economy, the 0-degree. I've tested this down to the bottom of the teen temperatures. I don't know if I'd risk it anymore, but I was still warm, but I'm like, yeah, it's just a risk, and it's rare I'm ever gonna see temperatures lower than that anyways. Used it multiple times this winter already. Been great as a sleeping, or a quilt, and I'm gonna continue to use it, especially for these really cold temperatures. For my Revelation, my light and equipment Revelation 30-degree, I use it for the rest of the year, but for the deep winter, this is my perfect quilt, even when it's 20-30 degrees out. Guys, that's my loadout. If you've seen anything in this video that you use or you'd like to use, make sure to hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear some of the gear that you've been using this winter too, or recommendations you have. I hope you enjoyed this video, so make sure to hit the like button if you did. And if you're new here, as I said before, we would love to have you a part of our community. Guys, I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you soon.